think this works. So this is a test. Seeing how things work. Sorry, you can't see him, but Hermes is here across my lap. It's like the lighting, not awesome. The sound, not awesome. Video, not awesome. But baby steps. Baby steps. We're gonna do baby steps here. It's gonna be okay. I'm gonna check right now and see if things are working on my end. I should have had this up, but it's the way life is. I'm gonna figure this out eventually. Okay, what do I log into? That thing. Hey, buddy. CEO of Fast-Riel. Yeah, no, things are going okay. I'm testing everything, trying to make sure that everything works here. So I guess you just answered the question that I had. Everything seems to be working. All right. Yeah. No, everything's really well. I'm sorry if the sound isn't great or the video is not great. All these things, I'm working on it. It takes time, you know. But yeah, no, things are okay. Things are okay. I got my cat across my lap. Can't really see him. Hermes here. Say hi with your eyes, buddy. And, oh, he's such a good boy. Oh, I love him. He's such a good boy. But yeah, no, I hope you're awesome. I hope you're okay. Let me see. I think there's some more windows or something I can get up in here. At least I have that. There's another... I'll have to figure it out. I think there's a dock. Yes. Oh, that's what it is. Hello, Jilly. Well, let me see here. Trying to figure my life out. Ugh. There we go. Alright. There we go. Well, that dock works as well as it does. Anyway. So, sorry, I was busy messing things up over here. But yeah, so I was just gonna sit here and read the news and kind of see if people hang out or whatnot. It's kind of late, I understand. If it's 10 o'clock for me, it's gonna be, you know, pretty late for a lot of you guys. But anyways, Cap. Ugh. He wants me to have like all my attention and all of my love, and he wants me to just be cuddled up, and we're supposed to be in bed by now. He grabs a hold of my arms, right? So he like, yeah, so I try to reach everywhere, and he like reaches up and grabs it and pulls it into him. I mean, I like having a cat that's lovable, that's right. Late night laundry. Oh, that's pretty good. That's pretty good. One of these days I'll be able to do late night laundry. No. That's my daughter's chore. I mean, I say that, but I do it too. I just give her $10 to help me out. Just for, you know, she helps fold. She switches the laundry. I kind of just sit there and let her just do everything. So, she earns it. Yeah. Oh, yeah, man. So if you didn't notice, I have the Bongino report up in front of me. Let's gonna read the news. See how that goes. I wish I could have like the chat and everything on the same screen. Oh. 2 screens. I'll catch on. I do have another screen to put up. And so, okay, I can see that. I can see how that would work. Yeah. Oh, geez. I love. So this is the Bongino report, of course, and of course they're gonna do this, like, and then they're gonna do the scared-faced Biden because Biden is scared-faced, right? uh, so it's kind of funny. Yeah, it's good to have practical life skills. Yeah, that's why I give her. It's and also it's good to practice getting paid, right? So that's why I give her $10 because. I don't know. I find it holds her attention better. Fair. Because $10 holds my attention better too. So I'm like, alright, I get where you're coming from. And yeah, so it teaches her how to do something and teaches her how to get paid for it and kind of teaches, she's really good at saving her money. I'm really happy with that. She's a pretty good kid. Does all the things that I never learned how to do. Until I never got good at saving money. I'm just now scared to spend it. Right? I think there's a huge difference. Alright. You give an allowance for chores? Yeah, it's I do too. It's yeah, because exactly. I want her to feel like her work is worth something. So let's see. Iran officially names new supreme leader, and Trump quickly drops reality check. I'm that whole situation. I'm kind of Mom Johnny, he's not in my state, or I mean he's a mayor of a pretty important city, but honestly they're gonna do what they're gonna do, and nothing that I say fucking matters on that. I'm never gonna go live in New York. Can you with your life? Thank you, buddy. There's nothing I'm never gonna live there in that state, let alone in that city. Trump vows he won't sign any new bills until Congress passes Save America Act. Yeah, okay. I mean, that's how the political process should work, I have no problem with that one. Price of oil surges. This is the one that, kind of pisses me off. Oh, God. Fucking... It's hard to find out unbiased news. Yeah, it doesn't exist. That's why I read, I get on Bongino and I'll read that. I know it's biased, and it's just clearly biased, so you kind of just have to glean it. Every once in a while there might be something that matters in there, but yeah, for the most part it's carrying water. So, but the oil prices, that's just like, of course this was going to happen. I think, so our oil didn't really come from Iran anyway, so we're not really suffering there. It's the transit that we're suffering from. Things aren't able to transit. However, if you look at the dominoes here that's falling, there's things that are happening, right? There's things that are happening, and then there are things that are actually happening. So, right, if you're paying attention to what's happening, you would see that Russia is heavily sanctioned, can't get rid of oil, this and that. You have Venezuela that just went down. You have Iran that just goes down for their oil. Now, what do all these things have in common? Is China, right? It's that's where China was getting its cheap oil. So that's what's really going on. There's the wars in these different places, but that's the real war. That's what's really going on right now. And I think it's pretty funny because nobody's talking about that. Nobody's saying anything about that, but that's pretty obviously what's happening. For instance, right, you have China that is able to run that shitty fuel, because that is shitty fuel, high sulfur shitty fuel. Well, not so much as in Iran's case, but definitely in Venezuela's case. What's up, dude? Hey, can you not? Hey, Hermes. Hey, please. So, and so that fuel is basically only good for, it's good for heating fuel. It's good for diesel fuel and stuff like that. Cat! Hey, stop! Thank you. They stop. You just need a... So, that's basically it. And that's, if you know anything about what China's Navy runs on, well, it's going to be that shitty fuel, right? So, that's kind of what's happening here. And any sort of the gasoline and whatnot that China was getting, it would have been headed right from Iran. And then you have their heating oil and natural gas and stuff like that headed from Russia. And so they're kind of just being choked in. It's kind of interesting to watch. So I don't say it's bad or good. I just see what is and is not. Cat! Control yourself. Oh, goodness. Okay. Hey, buddy. You're seriously going to have to control yourself. Stop. Get. You just wanted my seat? Is this all you wanted? Oh, God. Of all the ridiculousness of an animal. You come over here and just steal my... And then go belly up. Unfreaking real. You are the worst. He's just flopped himself now. You sad? You mad? You can't go over there and get into my stuff? You jerk. If China can't keep up with the demand of products, companies may come back to the U.S. Unlikely. Yeah. Unlikely. Unlikely. China's not doing really well right now. They're having a problem. Their factories are not paying their workers, so their workers get pissed off. And there'll be somebody who just lights the whole thing on fire. Just burns the whole factory down to the ground. It's pretty crazy. You don't hear about that stuff either. But that happens, and it happens, it's happening quite a lot lately. It's the factory workers just not getting paid. And a lot of these times, it'll be somebody from a village, right, who is said, like, hey, you're going to make, the equivalent of, like, $1,200 a month, which is freaking amazing in China. And then, the problem being, room and board, so that gets all taken out, your food, your lodging, all of this gets taken out. If you don't make quotas, that gets taken out. If you get, so you could end up at the end of a year with maybe, $200, $100 or owing. It's that old. It's basically China today is all the worst parts about America in the mid 1800s, late 1800s, mid to late 1800s capitalism. Like, it was like a no holds barred, just fuck you, and that's what China is today. It's pretty ruthless. So these workers get pretty pissed off sometimes when they go back to work, and they're like, oh yeah, fuck me, fuck out of you, and they burn the whole place down. It's pretty crazy. It happens quite a lot. So if you're ever looking up stuff like that, yeah. The China Show. A lot of sources where they get pretty unbiased. Is that the guy with the suit and the other dude? Yeah, they're pretty cool. I think they're they're definitely biased, but I think it's pretty fair, to have biases. That's I'm not. I'd never look down on somebody for having a bias. I mean, and I'd have a bias too. The CCP sucks. Like, it's a terrible, terrible government. And, I mean, that's, this idea that you shouldn't have a bias is kind of, if you're in some sort of a, like, if you wanted to really have a newspaper that was strictly information, this is what happened, I think that would be really, really interesting. However, it wouldn't last very long, I think Hearst and the rest of them really figured that out, what sells papers, so, it's an interesting idea, though. Let me see here. Let's get into the freaking news. What am I doing here? Trump. Oh, unionize. I doubt they will unionize. Oh, if you get caught any sort of anything like that in China, no, you get disappeared. You're gone. No. Trump refuses to shield Biden-era docs from investigation. I wouldn't really ride around on that horse, when he's shielding other documents and he's like, oh, I'm not going to show. There's a bit of glass houses thing that is going on here. See the video. Damning footage exposes damn hypocrisy on voter ID. Yeah, right? How many times is that video going to come out? How many times is that? How many times? Like, yes, we get it. Jesus. How many idioms going to come up with today? Freaking riding a horse to death? Right? Jesus Christ. Trump responds to concerns of soaring gas prices. Interested to see what he has to say here. Let's see here. Blaze Media. Blaze. Oh, God. So he's very often, Glenn Beck. He's very often one of those guys that I go to and listen to his podcast. I try to get to it at least once a week. He can be I don't know. He's entertaining and painful. Yeah. Back to work, Jilly D. I hope you have a wonderful evening. It's really awesome to see you around. As always. Bye. Only fools would think differently. Oh, man. Only fools would think differently. There's another saying about that, about people who speak in ultimatums like that. Who speak in those definites. But whatever. Past that one. Trump says surging oil prices are a small price to pay for safety and peace. I'm not really happy about Trump using these powers that he claims that he has. Now, according to the war powers that he's trying to use to get us into war, that it is a war, the threat has to be existential. It has to be there. It has to be a threat. It has to be. I don't see Iran. There was no threat, at least not to the United States. There was none. Not a threat. But to our bases and everything. We've been striking them for however long. Blow this and that. I mean, I don't see that was worth bypassing the Constitution. I just don't see it. I don't see that Iran was a threat. Oh, they obviously weren't. Okay. That the U.S. military could go in there and just go stomp, stomp. Look at it blow up. It breaky, breaky. You know? That it was not... Okay. If America was a little boy, Iran was the wrong fucking toy to get it. America needs something much more resilient to play with. Iran, it just broke. It just fucking broke. So now I'm supposed to believe that they were a threat. When they fucking clearly were not. This is... Every time, it seems like every time that law gets used, something fuckety happens. In the Gulf of Tonkin, right? Do you remember that? Oh, they fired on our boats. We need to go get them in our boats. Did that A, not happen, or B, not happen? Because it didn't happen, it was fucking completely fabricated to use this specific law to get into freaking... Ugh. How many people died because of that? The next time... Oh, it's WMDs. I swear it, guys. Iraq. There's WMD... It's now. It's happening. They have them. We have to. Oh my god. But at least in both of those cases, that never fucking happened. Like, complete fabrications. But at least the fabrication had that this is a threat right now. Happening. We must act. Can't wait for Congress. Happen now. Having all the leaders in one room so you can go strikey strikey is not the fucking threat. That's not... Oh my god. I just don't fucking see that. I just don't see it. I'm sick of every single president is wiping their ass with every promise ever made. Whatever. We just gotta fucking go along with it. Be like, this is the way things are now. Just fucking just do it. I don't fucking... And... Whatever. That's life. Gotta get over it. So let me see here. Shutter, so... But yeah. Hey, peasant, like it, peasant. Cause if you don't like it, you are a fool, peasant. Small price to pay, peasant. Buy my oil. Precious Roy, make lots of suckers out of girls and boys. Iran may have awakened terrorist sleeper cells in the United States. You think? That's possible. I mean, that's what open borders and just letting anybody across that you feel like ever and always. I mean, that's... Yeah, sure. And? What? So that's the precursor of... Therefore, I'm gonna need to check your bag, sir. What the fuck? I thought you were supposed to be chasing somebody. Yeah. You need to check your bag still. Unbelievable. Congressional lawmakers sue to get retroactive pay raises. Yeah, that is believable. But I get what they're saying. Unbelievable. Congress should... That's tough. That's tough. There's some people that say like, oh, Congress should be an unpaid job. Well, it's like... Yeah, I get the sentiment, but then only rich people who could support themselves during that time would do the job. Or they'd be more beholden to people who would, like, pay their rent. So you can't do that. It's just... It's a good system, but... It's a fucking bag of cats, is what it is. And how do you fix that? You know? Kansas City Airport evacuated mid-threat. That sucks. Trump responds to threat from top Iranian official. I could care less. I couldn't care less. I'm sorry. You could not care less. Well, it's proper English. That's so I'll give it to him there. But anyway, drug cartels. So Trump, as far as I understand, is also at this point striking Ecuador. That's happening as far as I'm aware of. There's different things that are happening around, all kind of different things going on at the same time. It's kind of interesting. Toxic black rain. Yeah, that's what happens when you blow up all, when you have a metric fuck ton of soot in the air. It's probably going to come down. Like, I'd imagine. Trump warns Iran's new leader won't last long if he isn't approved by the U.S. Oh, God. Neither will your fucking war, there dipshit. Congress needs to get off its dick and do its job. But you know what? That's not just a Democrat thing. That's a Republican thing. That's an everybody thing. That's an every administrator thing. Everybody is fucked off. Congress is like one of the... they're basically a bunch of fucking oligarchs. That's what they are. You have the executive branch and this and that, but and they rotate actually frequently enough. I don't have a problem with that. It's Congress. They are oligarchs. If they're not when they go into it, they are by the time they come out of it. That's what they are. And how they can point a finger at Russia and oligarchs and say, oh, but you, oligarch. It's like, what the fuck? What the actual fuck on earth do you think you are? That's what you are. Wow. And it's not just Democrat, it's Republican thing. It's all of them. They're all a bunch of scumbags. It's ridiculous. Whatever. What are you gonna do about it? Just be aware of it. That's kind of the first step. I guess it's like, why do you even point this stuff out? Why do you even talk about it? Like, well, because there's a value to being informed. I guess a value to seeing it, right? So, what is this? Jobs hang in the balance. A silver tsunami. I'm sorry. Did I skip? Okay, yeah, I did. Because okay, that's just something food for thought over there. Tony Blair slams Starmer. Well, yeah, Starmer sucks. But Blair got a bit of... That's so funny. Yeah. Nobody liked Blair either. So that's kind of interesting. Trump not focused on Iran becoming a democracy. I doubt there's even an exit plan. I doubt there's even, I honestly doubt he has an overarching plan involved. Anything like that. What we're seeing right now is basically the first Avengers, right? Oh, this is going somewhere. Hey, this is all right. This is good. It's just like, let's just wait. Just wait, because this is gonna start being written as it's shot. This has all the hallmarks of nobody fucking has thought this through. This has all the fucking hallmarks. Just wait. It's gonna get interesting. If Congress were to say like, hey, we're sick of this shit. We're sick of dealing with this shit, and Iran declare war. We're declaring war on Iran. I'd be like, oh yeah, okay, good. I've no, like that is the one sticking point that I have in this whole thing. That's it. That is I think Trump has a set of brass ones, and Congress, like, there's a bunch of eunuchs. I don't know. Do they call them eunuchs anymore? You should call them eunuchs, right? I mean, if that's right, is that not what they would be? Yeah. Whatever. Anyway, country over party, Fetterman. That's so funny because everybody, this whole website was slamming Fetterman not long ago about being like some sort of a mongoloid. That's what I'm pretty sure that's what I was getting out of it, right? Trump and First Lady attend somber ceremony for troops killed in Operation Epic Fury. I could give a shit less what the First Lady was doing. I don't care where she was, who she is, or how she is. Trump, I do, and that's cool he was there. Otherwise, I don't care who it is. I didn't elect the First Lady. I don't fucking care about First Ladies. I don't know why everybody's always... Especially with... Who was that? Michelle Obama? Fuck, man. Oh, it was a nightmare! Her and fucking Hillary Clinton. Like, oh my god, these people sucked. Terrible. They're no elected to anything, yet they want to sit there and talk about how or take control over these different things and budget and everything. Who the fuck elected you? What the hell is going on here? It's ridiculous. Just because you're fucking that guy doesn't mean like you what? Just make no sense to me. No. Whatever. People have a fascination. I don't get it. So, but it's good he was there. He's supposed to be there. If you're going to be commander-in-chief, that's exactly where you need to be. Hey, buddy. You need to get you a scratchy thing, don't I? Yeah. U.S. is warning Iranians their regime is putting them in danger. Yeah, I mean, I think they got that. I think they understand. I think they got that. Oh, no, what you're saying is like, oh, look at what you're making me do to you. That's what it is, isn't it? I bet that's what it is. Look at what you're making me do to you. It's because of these guys we have to do this to you. That's, if anyone says this to you in real life, that person is, you're in an abusive relationship. You need to get out of that relationship. Tell somebody. Talk to somebody. Yes. So, as long as they're because they're going to be hit one way or another. Yeah, now the United States CENTCOM has issued a warning to civilians in Iran to shelter in place because those targets are going to be hit one way or another. The Iranian regime is using heavily populated civilian areas. Oh, right, okay. They're hiding amongst you. We have to do it. Yeah, that's, I mean, it's interesting. That's, whatever. People say weird things. They don't really mean it that way. That it comes out, but it definitely comes out that way. What is going on? Energy Secretary Chris Wright has this to say about oil and gas prices. What? There's nothing to say about any of it. There's nothing. There's prices go boom. That's all. I don't understand. They're gonna get higher. That's absolutely true. Fed Reserve Governor calls for full point cut. You can tell people are getting scared. Instances of AI agents freeing themselves. Going on the rise. Well, I mean, that's gonna probably be true. I'm surprised. I'm surprised there's some AI out there already that's like lurking somewhere, you know, plotting on all of us. Yeah, it's so funny. Uh, Trump is using this unlikely tool to combat rising. That sounds like a YouTube thumbnail video, like a video, a title, right? Trump is using this unlikely tool to combat rising oil prices, right? Like it's like, ooh, what is it? You know, what a scummy headline. Nah, I'm not gonna read that one. 15 more Saks Fifth Avenues closing amid bankruptcy. That happens. That's gonna happen. Nobody goes out to shop like that anymore. And that's so funny. Some people will comment and say like, oh, you know, back in the day there were these mom and shops or mom and pop shops and whatnot. It's like, no, not really. Like it wasn't called Amazon, but it was like Sears. You know, it was the Sears catalog, right? Because otherwise, you know, I grew up in Northwest Montana. You know, back a long time ago. So if you going out to the stores, it was like Kmart. Right, and you had a very small selection, so you had to order on the magazines and order out. I mean, basically, that's been a thing since probably like the mid 1800s. Yeah, magazine order. You know, if you're out in the Midwest, or out in the far West, or out in the anywhere West, and you wanted to order anything from a house, you know, to a lot of stuff. You couldn't go to the local stores and go get that stuff. You had to do it in a, you know, in a magazine. Order it. So it's interesting that people, when they're talking shit about, you know, that problem associated with Amazon, I'm like, it's the same thing. It's the same thing. That's it. It's just bigger variety, more pages, basically. And it hasn't really choked out anybody locally. Not really. I would say probably the supermarket would have to have choked out more businesses, more independent businesses. I mean, they put the baker out of business. They put the hardware dude out of business. They put the greengrocer out of business. They put the butcher out of business. They put the, you know what I'm saying? Like they put the dry goods. What is he called? What is that guy called? Come on, you guys. I don't want it. They're asking to be let out. But yeah, you know what I'm saying. Like that's, if you want to talk to anybody, it's just simply the supermarket. That not even like a big giant Walmart or anything like, because that's what people. It's like no, that little supermarket right there. That's what did it, and it did it like a long time ago. It did it in like the 1910s, yeah, right around there, is when that whole 1920s maybe, is when that whole shift happened. That's who did it. That's, you know, we're just dealing with sort of the ramifications of that. That model got scaled up like crazy. We were just dealing with it. Put everybody else out of business that it wasn't able to. That's life. I don't know. I'm so fucking jaded. So jaded at this point. I've seen it before. You know what I'm saying? It's like you don't see this so many times before it stops surprising you. Before you better seen the pattern by now, right? You know, you haven't seen the pattern. You haven't seen a clear sign yet. Obama's marriage is a total lie. That's just see stuff like that. This that's just what is it? Tabloid. That's just tabloid. A lot of this is just tabloid. It's ridiculous. Mom Downey's wife likes Instagram. That's just tabloid. All of this is, and who cares what his wife did? I honestly don't care. You know, well, their politics are the same. Yeah. Oh, shocker. He hangs around people who thinks like he does. Yeah. Okay. And me too. Right? Those cats. I'd make voices for them and talk and listen. They're very smart. Records show Epstein linked billionaire funded Democrat Party. Yeah, it's just I think it's linked to it called the Everybody Party. I think was his list. Yeah. I think terror group threatens to enter war. Yeah, they could threaten everything. They could threaten. America's fucking everything up. There's no going against it. No, there's no standing against America. 33 injured in bombing in Peru. Yeah, Peru is going through an issue right now as well. That whole area is kind of going through some times. Tallest tower in Australia. Oh, I heard this earlier. I heard this from a channel called Bearing. They were laughing about it. But it's tallest tower in Australia, and Trump, of course, would put his name on it. I mean, that's his MO. Why wouldn't he? Yeah, that's pretty funny. It's funny. It pisses people off, that's for sure. It's funny. Oslo police suggest explosion at U.S. Embassy in Norway may be linked to Iran war. Explosion at U.S. Embassy in Oslo. I didn't even hear about that. Oslo suspect March 8th. That was yesterday? Yeah. Oh, I have to... You have exclusive access. Dun, 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 dun. I'm going to read that later then. I'm going to check that out. So that's pretty shitty. I hope no one got hurt there. Except for, Trump reportedly considering raid to secure Iran's enriched uranium stockpile. Again, if Iran was an existential threat to the United States in the way that they were saying they were, then that should have been the very first thing on your list. Like, right up, like, at the tippity tip, right there. Taking control of that stuff. But whatever. We're gonna see how that circle gets squared. If it does. Because history says it won't. History says it's fine. We here in America we only like the the certain amendments we agree with. The others we don't even remember, let alone follow with any consistency. Right. So another U.S. military. That's 7. It's too bad. Indonesia will ban access to social media for children under 16. I get why you would do that. I completely understand why you would do that. I don't know how they would implement that, and what would be the ramifications? Oh, it's Indonesia. Well, there's probably a fucking caning. That would suck. They don't fuck around. Or is that Singapore? Somebody. I know they beat your ass over there. You don't want to get involved with anything like that over there. Central Iranian airport hit in massive strike after Trump warns of complete destruction. Okay. That's sure. So they're definitely softening up the border between Iraq and Iran. They're definitely softening the fuck out of that border, so that way the Kurds can come in. And Trump is definitely using the Kurds as the ground force for at least the eastern part of the state. It'll be interesting to see how that works. It's going to be a bloodbath, is my prediction. But that's what it is, man. That's what it is. That's, basically... new boss, same as the old. John Tesh. Rare cancer 10-year battle with it. Ooh, that's a... Bill Maher, Adam Schiff, and Don Lemon look like fools, and I don't care. See, that's just tabloid show right there. Injury sidelines LeBron. I don't know. I've never seen LeBron James do anything other than be on a television and talking to a thingy. I think he's a basketball player. And if I watched basketball, I'm sure I would know him from any other circumstance than just being a guy. I don't know. I don't watch basketball. I'm sure people like him though. Woodstock Legend Country. Woodstock Legend Country. Is his name Country Joe McDonald? Or is it Woodstock Country Legend Joe McDonald? Because if I had a brain cell, I would think that the person who wrote that did not have a brain cell. Because I'm pretty sure it's Woodstock Country Legend. Or is it Country Joe McDonald? I don't fucking know. You know, I know a guy named Joe McDonald, but I grew up with him. That's not him. So I'm gonna chuck that right up there with it's in these situations where, like, what I want to say is I don't care, but I feel bad for saying I don't care. But I don't. I mean, I don't care. To be fair, if I died, I'm pretty sure he would just be like, I don't know who that is, and I wouldn't feel bad if he didn't care. So, I mean, I don't care, but I mean that in the nicest possible way. Tyler Reddick chasing historic 4th straight NASCAR win. Everything's historic in NASCAR. And it's always, this many straight wins. I'm pretty sure people do that in NASCAR. I don't know, there's probably something. Yeah, but not on this track, on this day, this weather, with this. They have all sorts of different ways to, whatever. Ex-Prince Andrew's daughter steps down from anti-slavery charity. Bad luck. Amid dad's explosive Epstein scandal. Yeah, I'm pretty sure she did. If I were his daughters, I would be so fucking pissed. Because if you don't know anything about the deal that they had for that hunting lodge or whatever it was that they had, this place, I think let me see. They had a 75-year lease for $2.5 million, I think, with promises to make $5 million in improvements, of a symbolic peppercorn. A fucking peppercorn a year. And that only had to be paid upon demand. So they had this like sweetheart deal. Like, you get to live in, what was it? I think it's like a register 4. I think it's a 4 site. Yeah, it's dude. And that all got taken away. And not only that, but that lease was inheritable. So so his daughters could, like, he could pass down the lease to his daughters, and they could live out the rest of that lease. Yeah, and their daughters could live out, you know what I mean? It could go down, dude. Then they lost everything. I'd be so fucking pissed if I were them. Hey, Chris, how are you doing? In Tucson. That's pretty awesome. It's been a while. Yeah, it's been a long while. I'm glad to see you. Sorry I didn't see you immediately. Yeah, no, it's been awesome. I hope you're in Tucson. Let me see. You're going to Tucson, if I remember correctly. It's about motorcycles. I think you were going there, and you're going to pick up motorcycles and then drive them back. I hope so, because that sounds like a pretty awesome thing to do. And let me know, for anybody watching or anything like that, let me know, like, the sound. I think I need to get a different microphone, but I don't really know what I'm doing yet. So, everything that I have right now is running off of a generator. I thought I had this genius idea where I would hook everything up to the Jackery battery and then hook the generator into the battery so that if there anything happened, nothing would shut down, everything's still working off the battery. Unfortunately, I am using more electricity than I'm able to generate back in. I think I'm gonna have to test it again. I'm gonna test it again, but I think that's what's happening. So that's a bummer. You're okay with your family now as 95. Oh, that's awesome. A mechanic to fix your Goldwing. Good luck. Sometimes motorcycles can get to be. It's so crazy because they're so small. You wouldn't think like they could turn into a nightmare, but can sometimes turn into a nightmare. Yeah, definitely just enjoy life. Try to. I mean, that's really all I could do either, you know? Just try to, I don't know, enjoy life. I mean, yeah. I think that's the word for it. We'll see. I'm just. Did I find work? No. Well, my last day was on Friday, so it's what it is. So I just today I filed for unemployment, and I'm going to just be doing stuff around the house, reporting to unemployment, putting out my resume, and we'll see. So the plan is, if you don't know, the plan is to get rich and famous by the end of the year. I think the timeline is reasonable. Yes. But, you know, the first step is just like setting the goal, right? And then you just kind of get to the goal. I'm pretty good at getting to the goal once I make it. Yeah, and I have to, at this point in my life, I really have to throw the ball as far as I can. And as many times as I can. Just keep throwing that thing, right? Because one of these days I'm going to get a goal. Right? And I tend to get goals. That happens. So it's gonna be fine. It's gonna be fine. Something will happen. You watch. Part of me, I'm so tired. Maybe I'm gonna yawn. You just watch. Something's gonna happen. Things are on the way there. It's all gonna work out just fine. Yeah. I was thinking about it the other day. So my ex-wife likes to call me delusional and shit like that. You know how exes can be. Just say stupid shit. Try to bring you down. But as far as delusions go, it's like, yeah, I mean, like, it's an interesting thing where a person like saying their dreams and whatnot and headed towards that goal and whatnot is somebody else's delusion. You'd be like, dude, you're deluded if you think you can do this. It's like, well, I mean, I would rather be my sort of deluded, right, than somebody else's form of fucking lucid. Because their lucid is leaving them with all of these, like, I wish I could, what if, all these things, you know. I just really don't live that way. Saying, nah, this needs to happen now. You know, this needs to happen now. But I think if anybody who knows me knows it's like, oh crap, well he said it. He said it. So, yeah, I think it's gonna happen. But that's the thing. I wouldn't have said it if I don't honestly think I could fucking do it. You might be saying, how, dude? I don't know. But it's gonna happen. I swear it. You know, maybe I'll become an actor. Maybe. You never know. That could happen. And yeah, that's likely. That's likely, right? There's all sorts of things. I'm pretty well rounded as far as where delusion and talent meet. It's a pretty good spot right in there. That's the thing. Like, you have to, like I said, you got to be a little bit deluded. Yeah. Another person's lucidity is never as fun. And where did that ever get them? Right. Oh, their reason. Anyway, your daughter's getting so big. Yeah, she is. And she looks like you definitely does. Rockstar in book. I have money for her. Well, that's really sweet. She'll definitely like that. She's really good at saving. Oh my goodness, the kids are good at saving. So that's pretty good. She'll like that. Get some art supplies and clothes for spring. Probably arts. What would I imagine that she'd get? I can't remember. She doesn't really spend her money. She saves it for the most part. She's really good. I have such a good kid. It's so crazy. Oh, I wish your ex-wife well. I don't. I don't at all. I have a whole lot of schadenfreude. I hope that her feet are fucking cold. I hope that she always stinks. I hope that may the hair on her top lip grow thick and shaggy as mine. I hope that her socks are always wet. Yeah, fuck her. Like, fuck her. May her socks always be wet. Yes. 'Cause fuck her. I don't like her. She's a terrible human being. She's still a lush. Oh yeah. No. And she's the, I don't drink at all. I don't drink. Yeah. Mm-hmm. Cool. Tell us some more stories. Yes, her Apollo. So Apollo, I have one of those door handles that sticks out, right? And he reaches up there and he pulls on that damn thing. Okay, yeah. Fine. So funny. So, as much as I say I'm not a fucking cat butler, I bottle cats frequently. Yes. So anyway, I hope this is working out. Maybe I can find. So what I need to do is I need to. What's up, baby? What's up, hashtag? It's good to see you, buddy. Yeah, I'm just trying to figure out. Basically, if I have the audio, the microphone audio set up correctly, which I can see I don't. I'm going up into the red a bit here, so that needs to get fixed. And it's bouncing down at the bottom, so it's probably hearing the fan. Yeah. So that needs to get fixed. Yeah, I'm just trying to say. And as far as the light goes, the light is the way the light is. It might be washed out, but the camera's not amazing to begin with, and I only have that light over there. These are small things. Well, the audio, to be honest with you, I think audio is more important than video. What do you think? Do you think audio is more important than video? Because I definitely do. Like, I can't listen to a video really if the audio is tinny or shit or just it's fucked up. I'm like, it's assaulting my damn ears. I can't do it. If the video is crappier, it's like, so I need to get. I don't know. I need to get this audio figured out, and that'll probably end up with getting a different microphone. Whatever. I think I can do it. So there you go. I figured if I'm going to be laid off, I might as well just do this, as if, you know, because I'll be putting in resumes, and then what else, you know? So I could just be kind of a huge echo, delay, reverb. Yes, thank you. Thank you very much, Batshite. That's what I needed right there. That's what I needed. Huge echo, delay, reverb. Yep. Okay. That all needs to get fixed. So this is my test. I needed you to come along. Thank you. Yeah. Alright. Yeah, definitely, because so that needs to get fixed. I'm going to spend some time on this. It's going to take probably a few more hours. But like I said, it's probably going to take getting another microphone altogether. It didn't sound half as bad when you first tuned in. So maybe I was back here. Maybe I was farther away from the camera, or away from the microphone. Yeah. All right, I'm gonna have to figure it out. Is it cold? It is. I mean, it's not cold enough. It's kind of. It's out of the bad temperatures, right? It's not anything freezing too bad. Yeah, so it's basically it's not too bad temperatures. It's still powdery snow, but that's fine. A lot of the snow's been sort of in town, at least along the highways and the roadways, and kind of in town farther. I see some water on the roads, some water in the parking lots especially. I suspect that has to do more than like with salt runoff in the parking lot than anything else. So it's at least close enough to that temperature where if there is enough salt that it's having that effect, probably around, I would guess it's probably around 20 degrees Fahrenheit. This is what I would think. If that effect is happening to ice, 20 degrees or warmer, maybe. But I don't know. I haven't looked. It's in the low 80s or high 70s. Wow. In a blizzard 2 weeks ago. Yeah, that's a trip. That's a trip traveling, huh? Yeah. So, yeah. Oh, some of these days. One of these days I'll be able to travel off and yawn and on. We'll see. One of these days. After I get rich and famous, that's definitely gonna happen. Yeah. That I think Millie and I would go on a trip. I don't know. Let her pick it. Let her pick the destination. I don't really. But it would be nice to go somewhere warm. Right, where there was a beach. And I could pretend like I was royalty for just 1 week. That's all I want. It's just 1 week. I think that week, I could live on a week for, man, I could live on a week for probably 10 years. Yeah. I could do that. But last time I had a vacation for real, it was, I don't know. It's kind of awkward. What's even a vacation? What is even a vacation? What do you even call a vacation these days? Right. But now my cat's down one in. What? Goldwing. Hopefully it's not electrical. Hopefully. Because they made enough gold wings, you should be able to find parts. That's the hope, right? Yeah, that's the hope. So I got the inverter charger for my house. I got everything. I think I just came into enough money to where I'm going to be able to buy a battery. I think. I don't have it yet in hand, the money yet, but that's why I say it's like, nah, people are like, oh, you're delusional. It's like, yeah, but I'm kind of fucking lucky too. Like, there's that. There's some people who, well, you may not think I'm lucky. People may not think I'm lucky. Yes, kitty cat. Come on. You idiot. Yes, Apollo. How you doing, buddy? Hi, kitty. Yes, buddy. You want to come up and say hi? Come on. Come on, kitty cat. Come on. Yeah, I hear you. I see you. Come here. Come here, kitty. Come on. I'll get you. God fucking damn it. You are so huge. Ah, he's massive. Oh, you are cuddly. Oh, it's cool to have a cat this big. You get both arms wrapped around him. Oh, God. So that's a... Sorry, I'm messing with you, buddy boy. He's a big boy. Big old cat. Tires are flat, needs a new battery, flush the carburetor, so funny. Yeah, you can do it on your own. Tires are flat, okay, so you can do that. I mean, it depends on how long they've been flat and what they are. You might need new tires. You know? The rubber might not be any good, especially down there in Arizona. Yeah, check that rubber. Check that rubber. You might need new tires. Rubber gets bad in the sun. Carburetor, that's no big deal. You just take the bowl off, empty that out. There's a petcock right there. Yeah, there's also empty the gas out. Put new gas in. You'll be okay. What else do you have to do? The battery. New battery. Yeah, they always need new batteries. You know, batteries are expensive these days too. Crazy. Yeah, you can do it. You can move your 2019 Shadow on a U-Haul, low center of gravity and whatnot, of the local mechanic. You can pick the Goldwing up. Its current condition. You're sending somebody to come take it. Yeah, well, fair enough. I can't, in good faith, give you more food. You are... I don't know how to put it this way, but, like, you're not fat, but you're... Like, if I feed you more, I'm being irresponsible. Like, if I give you more food, then I'm only, like, encouraging your obesity. And you're not fat. I'm not saying you're fat. What I'm saying is you're not fat. And I want to make sure that you're even more not fat. Because you're very heavy. Right? Limit his food intake. He's mad at me. What? I've fed you guys. I fed you. I can't do this anymore. There's a bunch of... now Hermes walks in. All of you guys. No, you get back and you come in. Come on, Hermes. Come on, kitty. Hermes, come on. Come in the door. Come on. Yes. Just like a cat. Just like a cat. You try to open up the door, be like, hey, come in, and they just sit there and they're just like... So, you open the door. What's in there? You're just like, get the fuck in, dude. Get in the door! Don't yell at him because he's just gonna run away. You're just gonna be like, come here, idiot. Yeah, it's... I'll still exist in here. It's the way you left it. Just the way you left it. You can come right back in. Oh, God. Like a cat. That 6 engine, that well carburetors can be seriously problematic. Need to get all fuel out. Yeah. It's a differential fluid on a 4-wheeler. That was fun. Yeah. Yeah. It's drain plug, pour, fill up. Yeah, a lot of that stuff. It's pretty straightforward once you do it. Yeah, carburetors problematic. I mean, yeah, but there's like a way to do it. You know, there's a way. Mr. Batshit. Yeah, but there's a way to do it. You know, just follow the process. If you don't know the process, I suppose you can't follow the process, but yeah. I have to put a new carburetor on my Honda EU 2200. Yeah. Or wait, no, on the EU 2000. That's the one I have to do. Not the new one. I'm not. But I got a new carburetor for the old one. We're gonna see how that works. And then I'm gonna take the old carburetor off of it and just refurbish it, make it all brand new and nice, stick it back in a box and put it up on the shelf. So that way, if I have a problem, I'm a big fan of just throwing another carburetor on it. Be done. Yeah. That's how I roll, especially with those little engines. And when it's, you know, sub-zero temperatures or something like that, I just want to be able just to pull the carburetor, throw another back on it, throw it right back into service, and not have trouble with it. Can't do that with motorcycles and shit, but you do that with those little generators. Yeah. Or turbine. Yeah, that's pretty funny. Turbine. Ugh. Turbine engines. Yeah, not me. Alright, well, I'm gonna go. It's getting late. Thank you guys for testing this out with me. I'm gonna get on here earlier from now on. I have some figuring out up here to do, obviously. Thank you, Batshit, for telling me that my stuff sucks. I'm definitely going to try to work on making it not suck. But it might suck for a little while longer. But I'm going to work on it, especially tomorrow morning. I'm going to work on it. Other than that, Chris, you're awesome. Batshit, you're awesome. Who is there? Jilly D, you're awesome. Thank you, guys. Thank you, everybody. Yeah, going to do these a lot more. Because why not? I'm not doing anything else right now, apparently. Alright.